Guys, it's Maddie, and if you're new to my channel, you can check out anything you want in my videos or something. I hope you like this one, and if you're coming back, thank you. I appreciate you. I see you. You're my friend. Does this lighting work? I don't know if it works. People are yelling outside and like making annoying sounds, so I'm sorry. It's really annoying me, like really annoying me. So I'm just going to be filming here for today and see how it works out, if you guys like it or not. And comment down below if you want me to do a school supplies haul and a school clothes haul next for my back to school series, because I'm not sure if I want to do that. See what I'm saying about noise? But anyway, I'm not sure if I want to do that, but if you guys want me to do it, then I will, and like somehow make it work, you know? So let's get into the video. Okay, so anyway, today I thought I'd talk about me as a child and the bad things that I did, kind of like mini story times, and just describing how I was, because I was weird. I was weird. Like, I was the kind of child who saved like the painting stuff that they had, like the swatches. I saved those because I thought they're pretty. I have like a stack that's like this big, like, because I was that weird of a kid. Like now, and I'm not saying like I'm not weird now, because I'm super weird, like, because I'm very weird. I'm always weird, but like I was a weird child, just really weird. So let's get into the story. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about my anger issues, because when I was little, anger issues was my middle name. Now I had this friend, and she was like my best friend all throughout like most of elementary school, except for like sometimes around like 3rd grade, and then like into all after that and stuff. But like we're friends now again. I don't know if she would want me to talk about her, so I'm just going to call her a different name. We're going to call her, Flower. Flower, okay. There's one thing that I remember distinctly, is around, like, I want to say 2nd grade or something. Like, I was talking to Flower and stuff, and I was telling her how it's like, oh hey, like, I saw the Scooby-Doo, like, van go past and stuff, and she thought I was like lying or something. I was like, no, I saw them. And then I actually did start lying, and I was like, oh yeah, I saw like Scooby, the gang, everybody, because like back then I loved Scooby-Doo so much and stuff. So then I said that, and she was like, oh yeah, like, I don't believe her or something. I got so mad. I grabbed onto her arm and like physically like pulled her like hard. Like, that's how mad I was, and I just like lashed out, and it's like, oh my goodness, like, that's not nice. Like, why would you do that? So I did that, and a lot of times we'd fight all the time. Like, I remember in like 3rd grade and stuff, I'm pretty sure like every single recess there would be a fight. Like, there would be usually me and Flower and like, I almost said her real name, and like one of our other friends, but all 3 of us would be like fighting. Like, a lot of times I played the run back and forth. Like, we had this friend, I'm gonna say her real name because I don't think she watches me or knows me or even remembers me anymore, so Olivia. So her. I'd be running back and forth between Olivia and Flower and just like saying like, oh, she said this, and then she said this, and then we'll tell her I said that, and then we'd always just do that because we'd fight so much about stupid things. I don't even remember what we fought about, but they were not nice. Yeah, there was this one kid that was my friend in elementary school. We're gonna call him Isaac. Now, Isaac, me and him are still friends now and stuff, but I was so mean to him when we were little. Now, he's kind of like has some Asian blood in him, I'm pretty sure. And I used to always call him Cyclops. All the time. He'd be like, no, Maddie, stop, don't call me Cyclops. Like, stop. I'd be like, Cyclops. Why was I so mean? Why was I so mean? Yeah, I was like a really mean kid. And it was usually only to like my guy friends that I was like that kind of mean too, but like with the fights happened with my friends that were girls and stuff. And I'm not saying I was the only one who started drama, because like, but don't get me wrong, I was mean. I remember this one time when I was like in 4th, 5th grade, I want to say. I was with my friend, and she's still kind of my friend now, but we kind of like drifted apart, but like we're still friendly and stuff. And she's a gymnast, so she was doing a bunch of gymnastic type stuff and like backbends and all that kind of thing. I'm like, okay, hey, I can try that. So I do a handstand, and I'm like right here, right, to give some context, and I'm like right up, like straight up and down. And of course I fall over, and instead of bending my back to fall over, I just freaking fall. Like, fall. Like, you cut off a tree down, and then I fell. Like, that's what I did. And I'm just like laying there, explosion of pain on my back, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be paralyzed. I'm never gonna be able to live again. Like, my back is broken forever, for good. Like, oh no, this is terrible. Like, it hurts so bad. And so my friends came over and stuff. They're like, Maddie, are you okay? Like, are you okay? Do you need like a doctor or something? And I'm just laying there like all nauseous and stuff, just like, oh my god, I'm dead. And I'm like, oh no, I'm fine. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute to reassemble my bones and make sure that I'm like human again. Like, so I laid there for a couple seconds, closed my eyes, just laid there. When I got up, surprisingly, I was okay. Like, I didn't break anything, and it was fine. My back didn't even really hurt that much when I got up. I mean, I was still kind of shaken up over it though, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Other thing that happened is like, so at our like school's like playground and stuff, it's kind of old. Like, there's stuff that's been there forever. And there's this one piece, and it's like, I don't know how to describe this. Okay, it's like, okay, you know how spiders have like these like legs that come out? Well, yeah, this play place, it was like made of like the same type of stuff like a ladder would be, like monkey bars and stuff, except it was like curved like spider like, and it was yellow. It had like bars on there going down and like over and around. There were 4 areas in that thing. So anyway, I was playing on there with my friends and stuff. Well, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I can do this, everything's fine. Like, so I like turned around or something and fell, skinned my arms, and it hurt so bad. So I started sobbing, crying, and my friend's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Like, are you okay? I'm like, I think it's broken. And then my one friend at the time, she's like, oh yeah, my mom's a doctor, it's not broken. She like felt it and stuff. She's like, oh yeah, my mom taught me this. Like, it's not broken, you're fine. I'm like, no, like, it's broken. Your mom just like doesn't know much stuff, because it was broken. It wasn't broken. It wasn't broken. This happened when I was in like 1st grade or something. It was a long time ago. Now, this was pajama day, and now I've never been a fan of pajama day. Like, I don't like the feeling of wearing pajamas outside, because it's like they're meant for my bed and for sleeping, so they're gonna be loose and billowy, and I'm gonna be cold no matter if it's like summertime. Like, it's not good. It's not comfortable to me. Like, pajamas are not meant to go outside. So anyway, I'm wearing my pajamas and I'm with this same friend. We're gonna call her Raven, because so there's like 3 like bars that go up higher and stuff, and they're like metal. And again, these are kind of old too. And so me and Raven were on there, and she's like doing the whole spinning thing, and she's not the gymnast friend, she's a different one. But we're doing the whole spinning thing, and I go up there, and my hands are like sweating, I'm like scared, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I'm too sweaty, I'm gonna fall. Like, she's like, well, why don't you like flip and stuff, or turn around? And I'm like, I can't. She's like, yeah, you can, like, you can do it. I'm like, no, you don't understand, I can't. She's like, yes, you can. I'm like, okay, I can. Sure, because logic. So I turned around to fall down. My hands were so sweaty, they slipped, and I fell. And I didn't just fall, because there's wood chips underneath everywhere, like freaking wood chips. And I got like a bunch of wood chips all stuck up like in my lip, like piercing through, like splinter like. And I'm like, it didn't hurt that much, but I was just crying because of the whole thing of wood chips in my lips, and it's like, oh my gosh, like, wood chips, like, ow, like, it was not fun. So like, again, we came to the nurse's office, they got the wood chips out of my mouth, and everything was fine. Okay, now this is a funny story. Like, I was on the monkey bars, right? And I'm like swinging back and forth, like, really high. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like jump and then like land it, you know? So like, but I was swinging too high, so I was like this, and then I went up, I let go, and I went all up even more, and I landed right down on my back, and I just started laughing, and my friends all turned and looked at me, and they're like, are you okay? Oh my gosh, this was like in 5th grade, by the way. And I'm just like, I don't know how to do the gymnastics at all. Yeah, that's why I'm not a gymnast. Yes, this one time, me and Raven were like outside and stuff, we were doing the whole fighting type thing and stuff. I didn't know it's like Fight Club or something, like preschool Fight Club, like giving me, I don't know, your lunch money, I don't know. So anyway, she's like, I bet I can like get you down like on the ground and stuff. I'm like, psh, no you can't, like everything's fine, like you can't do that. Well, she literally did. So she grabs me and she like has my arm around my back and she like pushes me violently down onto the ground. Like I was like eating grass. And like I swear I blacked out for like 1 second because everything like was all black and I couldn't see anything, and then I like opened my eyes, I'm like, what just happened? Oh my gosh. So then, when me and Raven got into a fight, well, me, Flower, and Raven, we all got into a fight and stuff. So then me and Flower we're going to approach Raven and her friends. Now, at my elementary school, there's this, like, hill there. So her and two of her friends were on the hill, and they were, like, guarding her or something because she didn't want to play with us anymore. So I go up to this one big old girl and stuff, and I'm, like, small. Like, I'm even smaller than I am now. Like, I'm, like, small, I'm weak. I don't know how to fight. I've never fought anyone. Flower was too scared to take on this girl, but I'm over here confidence. I'm just like, I got this. I know how to fight. Like, how hard can it be? So Flower takes the other girl, and I go to the big girl and stuff, and I go up to her, and I'm like, okay, like, I'm here for, Raven or something. She's like, she doesn't want to see you, and I'm like, well, too bad. And so, how exactly this happened? But the big girl makes the first move, and she grabs, like, my shoulder, and she, like, pushes me down. She just pushes me down on the ground. So I fall, land on my butt, on the ground. I'm just sitting there looking up at her like, oh my god, you just did that. How did this happen? I have no clue what just happened. How? I cannot fight. Oh my goodness. And I'm just kind of like, I'm like dumbstruck. I'm like, oh my gosh, this cannot be happening. I'm on the ground. So I get up, I'm like trying to fight back, but you know, that didn't really work. And I remember that Raven, she actually wasn't that good of a friend to me. Like, I'm sure she's better now because it's like kids. But like, Raven was not very nice, and like every time we'd be like playing a game or something, I'd always get the like worst like type of character, you know? But it's like, okay, I'm the one that doesn't have any fun. I'm the one that like gets kicked and murdered by like freaking superhero Sally or something. Like, I'm the bad guy. And I was always so mad about that. I'm like, why can't I ever have like a good like person to be and stuff? And she's like, oh yeah, you do sometimes and stuff. I'm like, no, I don't, honey. Raven, don't even talk to me. Like, you don't know. And I got so mad about that, and like I said, anger issues. So one time when me and Flower got into a fight, me and my other friend, I'm gonna call her Lana and me, we were like right next to each other, like, because we sat next to each other in 3rd grade. So I was like, hey, like, you know, like, Flower's being really mean, right? And so I passed it to her, and she's like, yeah, like, I know, like, she said this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, Flower's terrible. We shouldn't be your friends anymore. Like, I hate her so much and stuff. My 3rd grade teacher walked over, and she found it. Like, the paper we were passing, like, she like, walked over or something and picked it up and stuff. And then conferences were terrible, because she's like, she looked at my parents, guys, she's like, do you know what your daughter has written? Like, this is really, really mean. I talked to Lana's parents too, and like, they know about this, but this is what your daughter has been writing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know, I'm so sorry. Like, me and Flower just had some really bad stuff, and I just need to like talk to somebody about it, and like, I didn't mean it that way. Like, I just have some issues with her, and I just need them to be fixed and stuff. So like, things were good apparently after that. I don't really remember like what happened, but you know. Hi guys, thank you for watching the video. You know what people usually say after these YouTube videos, you know, so I don't have to say it. Like, I don't want to feel like broken record and just like and subscribe and blah 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 blah, because you know this already. You are not dumb. At least I hope you're not. And if you are dumb, then go to school and not be dumb, I guess. Where am I going with this? Thank you for watching all the way through. Thank you for your support if you are supporting me. If you're not supporting me, that's cool too. I don't really care. But like, anyway, bye guys.